Alright, today we're working on this Star Trek treadmill. We got a drive belt that's clicking. First thing you do, like any machine, come down here, cut the power off. You can even go ahead, unplug it underneath. Then we want to pop the cover off, grab this rubber thing, pop that off, cut this, and then you have 2 screws right there. Let's see. Pop those 2 screws off. Lift the hood up, lift, pull away. And this is usually your culprit. We'll see what we got here. Got a lot of clicking. A little split belt right here, so this thing's just whipping, making noise. Next thing we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just loosen those ones and then come down here, turning you. 1, 2, take these ones out. Alright. Let me zoom. Oh, my bad. There we go. Go ahead. He's going to take off those 2 screws underneath. And then this face slides away. You want to look for this T-handle. You pull on it, rotate it 90, and that just lifts up on this. See that spring? Takes tension off of this. Then we're going to go over here. And we have to remove that bolt right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 of these screws to get this little belt guard out of the way. So we go ahead and put, I think it's a 6mm. That loosens it up, because then we're going to slide our belt on this way. So he's just unscrewing it. Sorry, we dropped some tools. Then whenever you got a treadmill that looks all dirty like this, go ahead, get your vacuum cleaner out and vacuum the whole thing out. So you pop that out.
2 washers.
There'll be 2 washers attached, so don't lose those. This is all to replace this drive belt. Alright. 4 Phillips head screws. And this thing just lifts away, and then you go down to the end with your same 6mm, and you're going to loosen up each side of the belt exactly. This is important. When you unscrew it, you do the same amount of turns on each side. That way when you go to tighten it back up, you don't get your belt off center. So see how he starts with the handle at 12 o'clock, then he's going to loosen it. He's counting his turns. And you do the same amount of turns for this side. That way it sends this belt up and takes pressure off of it so you can slide a drive belt on it. So now we got the belt right here, and there's tension off of this. So you can either cut this or walk it off. Alright, pull the bad one out, get your good 270 J10. There's different ways you can do this. Lift up, slide out. There you go. So see, we just throw it on here, then just pull the tension out. Obviously, if you're not trying to videotape this. So there's a hole in there. Let me back out. That hole right there, that slides into. And make sure you pull up your belt all nice. There. Have someone hold it in for you. Pop that back in. Here's your bolt. Make sure your belt's still good. Wipe off this little dirt. And then we're going to slide this underneath here the best we can. So you're just going to pop this little end around there. Sometimes you got to set the belt right here to give yourself a little more slack to do that. Sorry, one hand is a huge pain. But see, we got it around there now. Make sure it's on that pulley. And then we will walk this onto there. He's tightening that bolt back down. You need to have this whole thing. This is pretty much real time, so it's going to take you probably no longer than 10 minutes. Tighten that down tight. Then we're headed back down to the walking belt. Once he hops off of this, you see all you do is just walk this back on. And you can use the flywheel to help you. Normally if you have two hands, I'm trying to do this one hand, so it's very difficult at best. Make sure the grooves line up on here. Like you don't want it flared out, you just want it nice. There we go. Make sure it's still on that pulley. Once it looks good, then you're gonna go back down there. And if you did 7 full turns, do 7 full turns back. Whatever your turn count was, do it the other way to tension the belt. And then you obviously want to run it about 7 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. Make sure it doesn't track left or right. Stomp tests, all the things. That's how you do a dry belt. Make sure to put your guard back on as well. And after you wipe her down, make her look good, keep her nice and clean. Put back on your, or first we pulled the spring to put tension back on that. Slide the cover back on and you're done.